Hey y'all, welcome back to Queendom Eats. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today I'm just eating some fries and some more of my seafood salad. Um, and today, hopefully y'all doing alright. How y'all doing? I'm sorry. I'm rude. I'm being rude right now. Okay. Hopefully y'all doing okay. Hopefully you are loved. Hopefully that you know that you are loved. Okay. Hopefully you still talking to God. Okay? Alright. So again today the fries, the seafood salad, we're praying, we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna put God in it. All the time. Amen. Okay, y'all. So today I wanted to talk about, have y'all heard about the 10-year-old that killed his mama over the video game? And like, from what they're saying, he had no remorse. And it's not the fact of what he did, it's the fact of how we are omitting the dominion that's over our kids. How we think of their kids, you know. No, baby. No. Mm-mm. No, it's sad, and I'm just reading an article. So the attorney for him, the boy that was accused of killing his mom over a video game, the attorney asked that his bond be lowered to $100, which is the amount reported in his piggy bank. I know you lying. Now mind you, the boy need help. He need help. And a lot say that he should be tried as an adult. And then at the same time, the $100 in that piggy bank, sir, that's your mama money, sir. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Let me see what it says. He argued that the $50,000 bail be lowered to $100. Then it also makes you wonder, so if he get out on bail, who picking him up? You know, the family like, don't look at me. They probably, I ain't gonna say they probably not worried about it because we all got a heart, but I know they like, I wouldn't either. Get out of here. The 10-year-old Wisconsin boy accused of killing his mother because she would not buy him a virtual reality headset appeared in court for the first time on Wednesday. During the court hearing, the boy sat quiet with his head down while his attorney asked that his bail be lowered from $50,000 to $100, according to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. He has no source of income, but around $100. Okay. And these are the consequences that you and must deal with. And he's not the money. And let him stay in there. When other adults ain't got no money, they let them stay in there no matter how much the bill is. What? That's what they got Juvie for. I could have sworn. We have spoken to him about his ability to post anything. He told us about piggy banks with savings that he had from gifts, from birthday gifts, and scavenging the cushions and the couch that he'd been able to save up. And the judge refused to lower the bail. Praise God. Good, good. So then the prosecutor asked that they require that he be released into custody of a family member. What? Who picking him up? So let's, like, for them to even have that, put that up there, that means that they got somebody to pick him up. That's my only theory here. I'm trying to wrap my mind around it too. Because I believe that they couldn't carry that if you got somebody's gonna pick him up. Since the boy was charged as an adult, Cunningham already would be unheard of to require a defendant in adult court to state in the custody of a family member or pre-trial release the associate press reporter. Ooh. Ooh. So the judge appeared to agree with Cunningham and required the child to be placed on GPS monitoring if he gets out of juvenile detention where he is being held. The 10-year-old boy family member said he has struggled with significant psychological issues, is facing alternate course of first-degree intentional homicide or first-degree reckless homicide. His attorney asked that the court drop a second count of reckless homicide, calling it redundant. The charges stem from a November the 21st incident where the boy allegedly shot his mom in the face after she would not purchase the headset for him from Amazon. And after her death, he reportedly got on the account and purchased a video game. And then, from what I read, he purchased the video game. No, he killed his mom, but then asked about the video game. Him would tell about mom. That's such a sad situation. Because, and I'm conflicted, right? Because I honestly don't think the little boy has really grasped what happened. I think he's unaware of really the extent of everything. I really do. Now, hey, I ain't saying he should be tried now. But my main thing is the help. The help he needs. Because he needs some deliverance. And that's clear. And ain't no way they ain't the enemy. And I know, I agree everything ain't the devil. But I remember reading some comments, you know what? Not sure if they're true or not though. Somebody had said something about him killing animals. You got to go. I be talking to my daughter about some articles that I come across too, like, and I love her with all my heart. And we'll go to the ends of the earth for our child and back if we got to. We'll do that. But to me, that's something you need to get up out of here and you need some help. Because if I can't sleep with my door open at night, with you here, you can't stay here. You can't stay here, baby. I love you, but you need help. And at the same time, we don't know what help she was trying to get him. We don't know if they had him in a facility and the demon was acting real good, so he got to get out, come back home. So we really don't know. We don't. But and it's crazy because, excuse me. It's crazy because I can even think back to when I was that age. For the most part, we wasn't acting like that. Kids wasn't killing themselves. kids weren't committing suicide. Kids weren't in, well, of course, it's different times, but kids weren't doing these stupid challenges and depressed out and just want to be secluded and talking about killing their mama, like, not at 10. Not at 10. And I think we underestimate, and I know I don't like to say it myself, but if you believe in the power of God, you don't have to believe in the power of the devil. You have to. You have to. And I didn't like it, but you know, at the same time, from saying so much and hearing so much, I had to. Child, I done seen black shadows in my black shadow in my bathroom. I got horrible fluid, right? So not only I heard it, but my daughter heard it, because I heard it and I was like, okay, I'm tripping. Let that go. Man, when I tell you, I still would never know what it is or what it was. But it sounded like a dog was walking through here. Like something with claws, basically, on the floor. All we heard is, and you know what? The first thought one would think, okay, well, it's in the attic. We're not in the attic, Lord Jesus. It's in the vents, right? No. No. And my daughter heard it too. So, starting early. They start these kids early with everything. And a lot of it does have to do, this is a different situation because it's psychological, but some of it does have to do with the parent. And I know you can only do what you can do, but at the same time, was there a source of continuous deliverance? Because that would have been my first go-to. Especially with an issue like that. And you kill the animals? Man, you got a big problem, baby. But we just need to cover our kids more. Stay prayed up. Fast for them too. We fast for ourselves. Fast for your child. Fast for your child. Lay hands on your child. My own child had an attack as well. I remember she was acting real like short, had a little attitude, sitting down, and just, she's a good child. So I knew it was odd. I didn't know what was going on at first. But she had a little nasty attitude. And I'm for one, I don't like beating her if I don't have to, and I feel like it didn't. Part of me was like, you know, so who's she talking to, you know? Beat that action. But something was just like, don't do that. I mean, that's the last thing I want to do. You know, we grew up like that. My bad, y'all forgot to keep the camera plugged up because I had put the weaker charger in and then it plugged up. But that's still everything my jaw was saying. And I just want to show y'all the glory of God. That's why I tell these stories. Because a part of me is like, I don't know. But I remember I wanted to beat her. I was like, you know what, I'm about to beat her tail. hey. But some just like, So I was like, let me kind of keep my eye on her and pray and see what's going on. And at this time also, I had some holy water. Not holy water, holy oil. A nice big bottle of it. So I bought the bottle or whatever from Dollar Tree. So I remember trying to put some on her, because usually she let me put some on her. So I remember trying to put some on her. When I tell you she will run, she will fight me because she didn't want me to put it on her. And I was like, okay. Something up in here, you got to go. Huh? For real. I don't remember how fast this happened. But I remember having a dream. Well, it was definitely more than a dream, I'll tell you that. So in the dream, it was me and her. I remember, I forgot where we were, but that really isn't the specific, right, of importance. But I remember getting her out the car. And I happened to look back, you know, kind of catch something at the corner of your eye. I happened to look back and it was another one of her still in the car, and I'm like, what the heck? And they didn't know who was who, because they looked the same at that point. Then I remember an audible voice, it said, you have to kill the evil side of her. Huh? And again, I didn't know who was who. Next thing I remember, it was us in some pool of water, right? And I assumed that was the Holy Spirit, because I was in there, and my child, the real one, and the evil one. This one said, y'all, God is so good. I'm telling you, God is so good. What He will allow you to do. If you just pay attention, pray, read your Bible, show yourself approved so you can be spiritually aware. Okay? Because He gave us all the power to do this. So, when we got in the water, I was able to figure out which one was the evil one. And boy, when I tell you, I ain't the killer, but don't push me. And you know we'll do something when it come out of Vegas now. When I tell you I had my hands, excuse me, I had my hands so tight around the evil one's throat, choking it to death. Child, baby, you had to go. You have to go. I choked the evil one to death. And that was the end of the dream. So then, lo and behold, the dream, the night vision, the encounter, whatever it was. So back to reality. Lo and behold, I'd say maybe, I don't want to say how long, but I know it wasn't more than a week. She was back to her old self. I noticed she was back to her old self. She wasn't short with me, had a nasty stink attitude. And then I said, let me go get this holy water. She let me put the holy water on her calmly. It's like she was a totally different person. God is something, and God is always up to something. And so is the devil. And we have to stay on our tiptoes, because if you don't, he will take your child. He will take your child smooth up under you. And I remember making a post, and I said, you know what? That has to do with me too. Not that, no, not that I'm a gossiper. I don't gossip like that. But the Holy Spirit says something like, so many of y'all out here gossiping, you know, and not doing right, that, or at the club, up under this girl, this man, y'all not even paying attention to your children, and how the devil got them in the chokehold and beating them down in the spirit. Not even beating them down, but they getting jumped in the spirit. And so thank God I was able to see that. And that had to go, get up out of here. And I want everyone to be the same way. And it brings me back to the story, because it makes me wonder if that boy got deliverance, if this would happen. Right? And I know people say, you know, she died, she was supposed to die. People die how they're supposed to die, no matter how brutal, whatever. Even John the Baptist, how you supposed to die. But my mind always plays me. I was thinking about this in the shower too. Because I remember this other story about the little girl. They used to ride her bike to school. Or it might have been summer school or something like that. And she has never really cried at school or called her mama, asked her mama to pick her up. So then it makes you wonder, even though it counts down, because we don't know our last day. So I'd imagine we all got a clock over our head, and if it's our last day, or if something happens to where, okay, let me continue the story. I told you I'd be everywhere. So the little girl, for some reason, ended up crying. She was really sad. She called her mom to come pick her up from home. But I think the mom worked at home, possibly something like that, or she said she couldn't take out work to come pick her up. So then it makes me wonder if she was okay until her mom said she wouldn't pick her up. Then that's when the time went red and started counting down. I mean, I'm just saying. Because a lot of people in places they ain't supposed to be. I've heard of stories where people say a voice told them not to get on somewhere, get away from them, or they're going to die. Lo and behold, if not a week later or less than that, they get gunned down. So then they wouldn't have listened to their voice. Boom, you dead too. And I know some people might say, well, no, God ain't going to honor that, because if you die prematurely, or something. But at the same time, and that's the thing, we try to figure out God. I'm not even going to lie. We can never figure him out. Because I also feel it's a lot of us walking around here now on borrowed time. So if you die, you already on borrowed time, because because you're not listening. What make you think I'm gonna give you 17 more years? I'm not. So then, since the mom didn't pick the daughter up, the daughter was kidnapped and murdered. And it makes me wonder, like I said, the boy could have got continued deliverance. He would have been okay. The mother ain't have to die. And now it's a simple fact of us paying attention to our kids. No, we can't stop everything, right? But do your part so you can say, I did all I could do. And the other thing about, even with my other video, and I can remember back to that video, so many people don't know about deliverance, again, and the power of God because of these dry churches. And the lady, of the mom that died and was killed by the boy, she looked older than me. So, but at the same time, it might be rude of me to assume she was in a dry church growing up, you know, but it's possible, right? It's such a sad situation, and like I said, I'm screaming for deliverance for the little boy. One, because he needs it, and like I said too, I really feel like he is not fully aware of what he did. He's not cognizant of what happened. But I'm sure it's going to come to him in years and it's going to eat him up. It's going to eat him up. You know that. So then this just came to my mind too. Don't get mad at me. It's just a thought. So if he was to go get deliverance, right? And it's clear he had a demon or a stronghold. Should he get the max penalty? Or should he do half, or should he do none? Because like I said, I don't think he should roam free. I definitely don't think that. I don't think that. He needs to sit and learn. He needs to feel it. Now that I think about it, jail is a perfect place for him. Because from what I've realized, you wonder why so many people go to jail and they find Jesus. Because now you're by yourself. Now you have been secluded. And sadly, this is how you had to be secluded. Now you can hear him. And now God said, now you can hear me. Let's get to it. Because you're messing up already, my boy. So, that's why I say I don't think he should be let go at all. Period. He should serve some hard time. He should. He needs to find Jesus. He needs to find Jesus. And know that he's a child of God. He needs to straighten up, fly right. Seriously. Pray for your baby, watch your baby, anoint your baby. Look for deliverance churches out here. Don't be ashamed. That's one thing too. I hate for people to be ashamed. And that's the devil. If you want to be free, forget all of that. We got a job to do, we're going to do it with God. And we're going to make sure we get to that finish line and be free. There is nothing wrong with needing or wanting deliverance. But at the same time, that person don't know you and what you're feeling, that you could feel something that's in you. Because there's people walking around here just nice as all get out. You think they perfect? They got a stronghold. It's a legion in there. That thing just real smart. And it's going to wreak havoc when you expect it the least. And tell something about the frame. But that's the thing too. Nobody in this world is perfect. And that's also another reason why I feel like people need to just, stop putting their mouth on people the wrong way. Because you ain't perfect, ain't nobody perfect. There is no way you gonna tell me any person I talk to ain't never had a demon. Get out of here. You have. You have. Even a lot of the most prominent pastors have. Nobody is perfect. So don't be ashamed. Not in class. Don't be ashamed to raise your hand. Don't be ashamed to ask questions. Don't be ashamed to go to your preacher and kind of try to figure out, yo, I've been feeling like this or this. And see what he say. And test the spirit and not hate to say undermine your preacher or your pastor or your bishop or your minister, but get a second opinion too. Just like this cancer, I heard they always tell people get a second and third opinion. And pray. Because, again, all of these preachers, bishops don't know everything. And why I keep doing that? That's emphasis right there. They don't know everything. It makes you also wonder if most people that God appoints and raises up, if every one of them has had an encounter or not. It makes you wonder, because there's no way you had an encounter and don't know or haven't felt the supernatural power of God and want to continue that to aid his people. But again, some just don't know. Some just have never experienced it. Just get a second opinion. I just want people to be free. Just get a second opinion if you need to. Just to see if, okay, so he said what he said. And if it matches up, if it's God, cool. But still, at the end of the day, you know your body more than anybody else. If you're all of a sudden depressed and feeling suicidal, or you're angry, and you know that's not you, get help. Even for your child. I done seen deliverance on people as small as like 8 and 9 and 10 like that. Because it happens. The stuff we see little kids doing today, the stuff we see these little kids doing today, you know daggone well that devil is deep. And he not playing. And like I remember hearing somebody else say too, if the devil not playing with you, and he can come to kill, steal, and destroy, if he ain't playing, why you playing? Why you playing? And that's just a real question. He done came all up in your house. Child, tore everything up. You would thought it was the Tasmanian devil that came through here. Tore your house up. Get angry. and get in the spirit. Excuse me, I've been burping so much. Oh my goodness. Get angry and get in the spirit. Okay? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about this little baby and what should happen to him. And any experiences that you all have had at all. I love you to life. Don't forget to shrink your mind, your body, your spirit. Talk to God. He wants to talk to you, baby. It doesn't matter how mad you are. He's been waiting on you. He has been waiting on you. I love you again. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.